Hola, ¿cómo estás, amigos? This week on our episode of Taco Talk, we have Kourtney Heald, who is now a WORCS national champion. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your racing history?
I have been racing for about 5 years now. I'm a senior in high school and I started racing around middle school. I grew up riding in the desert, got on a bike when I was around 10. I started off riding quads when I was like 4, and my dad always tried to get me on a dirt bike, but I never wanted to ride a dirt bike because I always told him they were missing 2 wheels. But that kind of switched, and now I love dirt bikes.
Race the WORCS series right now. How did you do in your 2017 season?
I did really good. I mean, I won the whole series. I had a bumpy start. The start wasn't too great. Had some bad finishes, had some rough races, but I eventually buckled down. I figured it out. I had a couple pretty consistently good rounds, and I came out, was able to come up with the championship. So it was a cool experience. It was a cool year.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So out of this entire 2017 season, what has been your favorite race?
My favorite race was the second to last round. It was at Glen Helen. I'll say it was like September. Glen Helen is a home track for me because I live in Corona, so was just a home track.
I was gonna say,
race.
out of all the locations you go, you choose the favorite race as like the one that's closest to you.
Well, that one was my favorite because at that race, I accomplished a really big personal goal that I was really proud of. So one of the friends that I've made throughout the year is Kelsey Abbott. And her and Haley are really good friends, which is how I've gotten to know her. And I've raced with her and I've always really respected her. Really respected her as a rider, as a person, like everything she went through with her dad having cancer, because my dad has skin cancer, so she's a role model to me, honestly. I really respect her all around. And so because of that, I've always wanted to beat her. I've always wanted to beat her. I've always wanted to be like, yeah, I beat Kelsey Abbott, that's cool. And at Glen Helen, I did it. It was a really good race. It was a totally clean race. I got a really bad start, so I was way in the back of the pack, and I really didn't think I was going to catch her because she got a great start, a great jump and all that. And so I was surprised when I saw her towards the end of the race. It was on the last or second to last lap. It was deep into the race. I was surprised I saw her because I thought she was gone.
Yeah.
But then when I saw her, I got a second burst of energy and I was like, yes, I got to get this done. Here we go. And I was able to get by her, and she finished right behind me. I mean, I didn't kick her butt or anything, but I crossed the finish line before she did, and it was pretty cool. I feel pretty proud about it.
That's that healthy competition that makes you better in all the friendships that you've made within the class.
Exactly, and that was awesome because I beat her, and she came right up to me after the race, and we gave each other a high five, and she was pumped for me. I was pumped for her that she got second. It was cool that we were happy for each other.
Yeah.
And that makes it fun, and that makes it just all around a better experience when you're happy for each other to win.
Yeah, exactly. For 2018, you're going to be bumping up to the women's A class, correct?
Yes, I am.
Are you excited or nervous about that? How do you feel?
I'm really, really excited. I think it'll be really cool to be in the A class and to race with faster girls and to get faster. Because this year, I improved so much from the beginning to the end. And even last year racing the WORCS series, I improved so much that I'm so excited to move up and improve myself and just have a whole another year of racing experience in the WORCS, and I'm excited.
How are you going to prep yourself for being in the women's A class?
I am just going to do everything I'm still doing. I'm going to keep pushing myself on my bike, keep working out, keep doing everything I can. Just try to do a little bit more of it all, push yourself a little bit harder in all aspects, and just see what I can do.
Yeah, because with heavier competition comes heavier training, but
for sure,
you totally got it.
In the 2018 season, I don't know if we'll be able to do any full series. We'll for sure do the first couple rounds of WORCS, and then we will switch to more moto stuff, and we'll do all of the Road to Mammoths, hopefully, and we'll try to do as many Loretta's qualifiers as we can because I would really like to go to Loretta's next year. That's my ultimate goal.
So you have a pretty busy schedule already ahead of you for 2018. How do you manage all of that with school and training? Do you have a certain training regimen that you follow?
I kind of just stay on myself about fitness. I run, I go rock climbing, I do my own kind of workout stuff. And then as far as training on a dirt bike goes, we try to go to the track once a week. And then I'm pretty much always riding every weekend. And I'm working with Mike Healy right now. He's been a super big help in working with me and my brother, and he's been training us and giving us lots of advice and tips and really helping us improve.
What's the best advice that you've taken from him for racing?
He has told me that I need to not think so much. I'm really good in school. I have like a 4.6 GPA, kind of a nerd, but I analyze everything so much, and he's really drilled into me that dirt bikes is not about analyzing. It's kind of just about giving it gas and hanging on.
Yeah.
And so that's a little different for me, but he's been able to get that through to me.
All right, everyone, so we're gonna go do our churro challenge. So if you stay tuned, we'll explain all of what that is. So right now, just enjoy this quick commercial break. All right, so we're gonna have a churro challenge, and whichever one of us can eat the most churros in under a minute wins. Each of us have 10 churros inside of this bowl, and then we have a bunch of churros on this plate, so we'll see which one of us can actually handle that many churros first. All right, so even though both of us almost threw up during the churro challenge, I took the win, but we're gonna just count it as an even tie since none of us finished our churros before the 1 minute mark, but whatever. All right, Kourtney. So do you have any quirky pre-race stuff that you do, like listen to a weird song or?
Oh yes, I eat cough drops, even when I'm not sick. I swear, it's a real thing. It just vaporizes you almost. Like you can breathe so much better. I swear, like cough drops help so much. And with like the air and the dirt, it like dries you out.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
cough
Are
drops.
all of you racers taking notes on this? Cough drops.
Yeah, eat cough drops. I swear. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but Hall's cough drops, when you open them, they have a pep talk in every drop. If you look on the wrapper, they have like cute little like inspirational things, like flex your can-do muscle. You can do it. Get back in there. And so I always, when I open my cough drop on the line, I put it in my mouth. I fold the wrapper so that I can see at least one of the sayings, and then I stick it in my bar pad so that saying is sticking out. Not that I ever actually look at it when I'm writing, but I know it's there, and I know that it's always there, and that's like my little inspiration.
That's probably the most unique pre-race thing I've ever heard of ever. So you raced the Parker 250. Tell us how that went.
The Parker 250 was awesome. That was such an incredible experience. I honestly feel like I can go back and just remember the whole 180 miles of it. So the Parker 250 is 250 miles, but when you Ironman it, you only do about 180. I say only, but
that's still a lot.
So I did 180 miles by myself. My parents pitted for me. I ended up 10th, so I got top 10 in the Ironman class. Thought that was pretty cool. And I was the youngest overall competitor that year, the youngest girl, and the youngest one to Ironman. So I was pretty much just the youngest there and the youngest girl to Ironman it, which was kind of an awesome experience and an awesome thing for me to be able to say. Like,
yeah, totally. Cool. So accomplishing all of that, did that motivate you in your racing career?
Absolutely, it did. It really opened my eyes because it was one of those things that after it was done, it was like, wow, I did that. Like, I just accomplished that. And it really made me feel like I could go out and accomplish anything.
How did that make you feel about off-road? Did that have any influence on off-road racing for you?
The Parker 250 was so amazing that I would love to do any other kind of off-road. that I ever get the opportunity to do. I would love to be able to do more long distance desert races like that.
Yeah.
It would be incredible.
For 2018, do you plan to race any more longer distance off-road races?
I don't plan to, no. Next year we'll be focused on Loretta's, Mammoth, the first couple rounds of WORCS, and I just don't have any real plans to do any best in the desert, long desert races. I would love to if I get the opportunity, but it's just not in the book yet.
So who does all of your bike work and helps you get out to the races?
For the most part, it's my dad. He does all of the big maintenance. I know how to do the little stuff. I know how to do the oil changes and the air filters and such. And then sometimes my dad's not able to come to the races with us because of work and stuff. So when that happens, I have had to figure out what to do. When we had a race in Sand Hollow, we had to change tires and put on sand tires. And so I was able to figure that out and handle all that stuff with me and my brother. And as far as keeping the bikes ready, and then Malcolm Smith is always helping us out, so Snap-on Tools, Graham Bra is always keeping my suspension on point, Maxima Oils is always giving us the oils we need, and then Answer, Eeks Brands, and Asterix is always keeping me safe in gear.
Does every single person in your family race, or?
Yes, me, my mom, my dad, and my brother, we all four race. I rode Women B this year, my mom rode Women C, so at the WORCS races we were always on the same line together on the track at the same time. And then my little brother rode 65A and Mini Open B, so when he did the Mini Open B races, then he was on the track as the same time as me and my mom, just on a different line. But then all three of us were on the track together, and then that was hectic, because then I would always, when I would catch up to him, I would always be yelling, "Woo, go Kyle!"
I was gonna ask, does that get pretty crazy with all of you guys racing at the same time?
I'm out there, so I'm only focused on me for the most part, but my dad tells me that he gets real strung out in the pits trying to cheer for all three of us.
Yeah, that sounds insane. Thank you guys all so much for watching this episode with Kourtney. I hope you guys had just as much fun watching it as we did making this episode. You had fun, right?
Of course. Thank you for having me, Kaylee.
Thank you. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, what's your number for racing?
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9.
So is that your number?
What did I say?
Just start talking.
Myths has always helped us out. Snap-on Tools always gives, I don't know where I'm going with this. How do I incorporate this?
So I heard that you raced the, dang it. Okay.